What's going down? What's going down? Do, 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 do. So what I'm basically doing is I'm hanging out with family today, doing a whole bunch of nothing. So I thought that I would come down and talk to you guys and play Call of Duty. Just hanging out. I'm not really trying to do anything of serious significance right now. But I was thinking about Bill Cosby and how his documentary got dropped by Lionsgate. And what was interesting to me was I was very surprised to hear that Cosby was doing a documentary with Lionsgate because I really didn't know that Cosby had anything going on that white people were apt to approve. But then again, maybe he has connections I don't know about. But overall, I think it was a bad move. I don't really understand that. And I personally think that Bill Cosby's base, he has a new base. His new base is the black community. I don't really see where he would expect those white folks to really ever come through for him in any meaningful way. Um, and I talked about it on my Instagram a little bit, and I kind of think that now you're at a stage really where you don't need white people in order to make a movie. You don't need white people to back up your project in order for it to be successful. Like you can actually do it on your own. We have the new black media, which is extraordinary, and Tariq Nasheed makes movies, and we've made movies that have been seen by millions of people. And I really kind of think that it would be cool if people start thinking outside the box on stuff like that, instead of thinking that white distribution is kind of the only way for you to get a project done. I kind of feel like that's a white supremacist way of looking at things. And shit, God, I hate when that happens. That was terrible, man. Look at my stream. Yeah, so with Cosby, I kind of think that I'm surprised. I really think that he has a great chance to have a great career. But I think that in order for Cosby to have a career, he's going to have to really go to the black community. He's going to have to go where his support is. I think he could sell out stadiums on his own. I mean, think about it. If you got rappers out here saying all kinds of crazy stuff and they could sell out stadiums, why can't Bill Cosby? So personally, I kind of feel like, I don't know. I was kind of surprised. I kind of think that, who the hell needs Lionsgate? Fuck Lionsgate. And another thought that I had today was, with the government pushing these government shots that you're supposed to get in your arm. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say the word because they're now banning people on YouTube for even having an open conversation. And and one thing you got to watch out for when you talk about the healthcare industry is that the healthcare industry is very capitalist. And the thing about capitalism is that capitalism is built on a type of greed and growth that is not healthy for something like the healthcare industry. So in the healthcare industry, the problem you have is, and the reason they keep pushing, certain medications on you, if you know what I'm talking about, is because if you focus on growth, then that means you have to make more money than you made before. And remember that, like with this shot, they've made like several $100 billion. I think I don't know I don't know how many hundreds of billions, but I know they made at least 100 billion. I wouldn't be surprised if they made two or $300 billion from pushing the government shot, if you know what I mean. And so to me, given the capitalism is built on sort of making more money and continue what you had going before, companies don't like to see a drop in their revenue stream. So whatever amount of money they made this year, like I think Pfizer, it looked like I remember Pfizer making was it like 20 billion or something like that. So whatever amount they made before, they're gonna feel pressured to make the same amount or more next time. If they make less, then their shareholders would view that as a failure. So what can occur is, um, people pushing things on. It's like somebody saying, you pay somebody money to disinfect your floor, and so they're used to making that money from disinfecting your floor one time, but then they're like, hey, we can make more money if we get them to do two disinfectants, per week instead of one or whatever, right? Now you don't necessarily need to have your floor disinfected twice in the same week, but it might make your floor cleaner, right? So, so if they could convince you that somehow you're not doing everything you can do, or if they can take advantage of the fact that you're a hypochondriac or whatever by getting you to get extra disinfectants, then they're going to do that. And so the thing that makes me not trust what's going on with the shots and everything a lot of times is because of the capitalist motive behind it. I don't really believe in capitalism in its purest form, because I think capitalism in its purest form is actually quite destructive. And all the stuff that they say about it in terms of being racist and everything else, like, that's true. But it's not that capitalism takes advantage of black people because you're black. They take advantage of black people because you're profitable, and that's really what it boils down to. And so I think that when you're talking about all this stuff with the shots and all that stuff, I find it quite fascinating that that not that the people that get the virus, 98% of the people that catch it are they survive. And that's very strange to me that I'm expected to maintain this state of emergency over something that most of us still haven't got, and has a 98% survival rate like that, and really much higher if you're under the age of 70. Oh, it's my teammate. Shit. Sorry. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Feel free to put your name in the chat, or your city, or whatever you want me to know, and put your website. If you have a business or something, put your business in the chat. Okay, what are you doing? Are you requesting something? Like, okay, I guess he's waiting on me. All right, so let's go inside.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Bounty target is down. Well done.
Played up.
Hit. Hit. Got gas moving in. Enemies in the area. Taking fire.
Larry King from Dallas. What's going on, Larry? How you doing?
Safe zone. Watch for enemy. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Okay.
Right, you lost the enemy flag.
Gotta get out of here.
Got minutes left. Get it done.
Crap. Okay, teammate. What do you think about the Australian Larry Bird, Josh Gidey? I haven't seen him play. So he's the white Larry Bird? The Australian Larry Bird, huh? Well, I'm gonna tell you, the European players are getting better than the Americans, because Samaki Walker's a friend of mine who played for the Lakers and in Louisville, and he was talking about how the European guys are getting to the point where they're better than the Americans, and that the Americans better learn how to play defense, and I agree. So you out of Dallas, Larry, huh? I like Dallas. It's a nice city. Lots of nice people there.
Throwing frag. I'm hit.
Are the Lakers my team? No. I like good basketball. I don't really have an NBA team that I always cheer for. I just like to cheer for teams that have talent and play good ball. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't really have a team. And I like to watch great players. Like Giannis is really great to watch because he's really good. my teammate?
Throwing stun.
Where you at, bro?
Enemy RCXD detected.
Whoa! Crap! I gotta run. Gotta run. Gotta run. Where's he at? Gotta be fast. Okay, don't need that. I do need armor.
Bounty target has been marked. Kill him. Gas is closing in.
Okay. Love your work, brother. Thank you, King Trades. I appreciate you, man. Now, why do you call yourself King Trades? Are you a trader?
It's up to you now. Enemy soldier incoming.
Are you serious? You need to come down for a lecture. You know what? I did something in Dallas not too long ago, and it was great. It was totally sold out, and a guy named Tim Jackson put it together, and he did a great job, and I had a wonderful time. So yes, I would absolutely like to come to Dallas. You have a dope beginners investing group for our people. Good for you, man. That's great. You're gonna make a lot of difference. Ah, okay. So King Trades, there's his Facebook group. Nice, nice. How are you preparing for retirement? Accumulating assets. I mean, basically, retirement to me is just being in a space where your asset base is structured so that you don't have to work if you don't want to. You know, I plan to work until I get old because I like my job or whatever this is. I actually enjoy what I do, so I don't really need to quit or sit around and do nothing. But god damn, I gotta learn how to get out of the way. I think that's my thing. I gotta be more evasive, I guess. I gotta start hiding more, huh? Well, basically, there are three ways that people get wealthy, right? There's stocks, real estate, entrepreneurship, and then also in retirement. In the case of retirement, you have tax deferred investing vehicles, and so that's kind of the that other little piece. So maxing out 401ks, IRAs, 403bs, whatever you have, Roth IRAs, and then at the same time, and that's a lot of that's going to go maybe in stock market investments or some other type of investment, and then at that point it's just accumulating assets and what. Oh god, crap. Okay. And one thing a lot of people don't realize about retirement is that retirement is also based on things other than just how much money you have. Um, your family structure plays a big part in whether or not you're able to retire. You know, so for example, how you raise your kids is a big part of your retirement process. Like I knew a lady, you know, she had this son who was a complete deadbeat piece of shit, and you know, he never helped his mother because he was always kind of he never got his own life together. So he was never able to help his mother. He always saw himself as kind of like the baby of the family. So his mother, he would talk to his mother, and he would ask her for money, as opposed to actually doing what I think a son should do, which is like actually helping your mother. Like your mother, you know, like if you go to your mother's house and your mother's a senior citizen, you should be like, hey, mama, you need me to cut the grass. Hey, mama, can you know, like whatever, right? You should be in a position to help your mother. He wasn't, so he would borrow money from his mother. And so what happened was when his mother got older, like when she was young and working, it was fine. But when she got older and was on a fixed income, he became a liability that she had into retirement. So she had to move out of town just to get away from him, you know, to keep him from leeching off of her or whatever, you know. And I felt like that was kind of unfortunate because, you know, because when you raise your kids to be economically independent, what that does is that gives you another asset. Like your kids will come through for you when you're struggling financially, you know, like they'll they're the ones that can loan you money that you can go live with your kids. They have your back because they're your kids, and especially if you invested in them with with time and love and taught them the right things and shit like that. Like that's what you get, right? So like with my parents, my parents invested in us. They gave my father. He didn't have to be my father. He was my stepfather, just technically, but he became my real father because he adopted me and he chose to take care of me. Yeah, I was another man's son, but he made that sacrifice for me, right? So as a result, I'm very loyal to him. So that means that anything that he needs in retirement, he got it. He ain't got to ask. He ain't got to ask once. I make him take things from me. I make him take money if if I want to give him money. And so really people don't they forget about little things like that. Or whether you choose to get married or not, that's a big one too. So because two incomes is better than one. That's another form of diversification. So a lot of those factors play a part in your ability to retire. In fact, I don't really know a lot of people who don't have any like investment in family who do well in old age. Like any guy, if you have a guy who's living the fast life and the young stupid life, and he does that into his like 40s and 50s and stuff, he gets older. He's in the nursing home. Nobody wants to come see him. He's broke as hell. Nobody helps him out financially. He gets sick and goes to the hospital. There's nobody there to wait for him, sign him out, make sure he gets home. And we feel sorry for people like that. But the reason that some people end up like that is because they made no investments in life. Did you invest? Not just did you invest in your stocks and your bonds and your 401k, but did you invest in people? Investing in people is one of the most important investments you'll ever make. So so when some people didn't understand, they're like, well, you're single, doc, and you have freedom and money. Why would you get married and be taking care of kids? You ain't got to take care of no kids. I know I don't, but that's an opportunity for me to make an investment in some young people who are going to care about me when I get older. Like you got to think long term, man. That's the difference. Like the thing I tell my kids all the time is preparation is the key to success. Like if I ask my 10-year-old, I say, what are the secrets to success? She'll say, preparation, perseverance, and practice. That's what she'll literally say, and I quiz her on that every other morning. I'll say, what are the keys? What are the three P's for success? She'll say, preparation, perseverance, and practice. And so effectively, people that are doing well today, they're not just people who got lucky or who just got blessed or people maybe where people or the white man ain't got his foot on your neck like he does with me and all this other nonsense that you hear. People that are struggling, they're not just really unlucky. They made bad fucking choices a lot of times. They didn't make any investments. So anytime somebody says they have nothing, like if they have no harvest, you got to ask them, well, you have no harvest, but did you plant any seeds? If you planted no seeds, what in the fuck makes you think you're supposed to have a harvest if you planted no seeds? Seriously, do you get what I'm saying? Give me a yes in the chat if you get what I'm saying, because I want to make sure. I want to see if you guys are actually understanding this. If you have more clarification questions, I can answer that. But I really think it's important. Investing is a ideology. It is a philosophy. It's like a religion. It's a way of life. It's a culture. And so what they ultimately end up pushing on you, because they view you as animals and view you as children, is they push a culture that's very anti-investing, very anti-plant the seed, very anti, really anti-black. We don't understand how many black people there are who full-throatedly support an anti-black agenda. You know, when you're out here talking crazy about your own women and your own men and your own children and shit like that, that's an anti-black agenda. So you're pretty much a Klansman. When you're out here acting like that, man. Like, come on, quit that, dude. Sheesh, we're totally pinned down. I might as well just sit up here and get shot. What am I doing? I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch myself get killed again. Oh. Gotta call Alicia and tell her my sister's here. She'll ring the doorbell, they'll let her in. Oof. Man, I got shot fast. Come on, let me out. I wasn't paying attention. That's why I keep getting shot. So what are you guys doing on a Saturday night? Why are you sitting there hanging out with me? What's going on in your lives? Okay, where's my teammate? Gotta find teammates. Okay.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Located a supply box. Secure that position. I'll be the pilot.
What the? God damn it. Stupid rocket launcher. I couldn't get out the window with it. You're definitely motivated to do what I do now. Alright, I love that, man. Option trading put me in a position to quit my $10 an hour job. Good for you. So it's going pretty well? So you do options? Is that your thing? My new addiction is gaining knowledge. Good for you. I love that, man. That's how I know you're going to be a millionaire. Because you have a lot of people that are addicted to, like, you know, weed and stuff. That's not an addiction that's going to put money in your pocket. That'll take money out of your pocket. I think my sister's here. You guys want to meet my sister, Tangi?
Cluster strike inbound.
She's a medical doctor. About to smoke this joint and watch Romance in the Stone. That's a good movie, actually. I love that movie. Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner, right? Yeah, they did a lot of movies together. You know what they remind me of? They're like the white version of Ja Rule and Ashanti. Remember how Ja Rule and Ashanti did all those songs? What would it be without my baby? Could every thug need a lady? What would I be without you? I only think about you. Hey, come on in. I'm live streaming so my friends can hear you.
Hi, friends.
Hey, Tantan.
Love you.
Love you too, sis. How was your trip?
It was good. I got caught in traffic today.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds.
The soundproof bunker.
The sound.
Safe house.
Yes,
I call it a safe room.
it is. It's totally a safe room. It keeps everything out. Sometimes I need. What? Oh yeah, Connor looked that up, didn't he? My man Connor,
You can't even hear nobody knocking.
always holding it down.
You can hear me now. I'm banging on this thing. You know you hear me.
Uh-huh.
Open this door up.
I'd be like, get out of here. The child support's coming, be it.
Friendly sentry gun online. Friendly sentry gun online. Enemies in the area.
Okay, our teammate got shot. Who shot you? Crap.
I've got you. We've got gas moving in.
So what are you guys doing this weekend? Anything interesting? So we know that King Trades is gonna smoke a joint.
Grenade out.
Oh, crap.
We're in the safe zone.
I got a fire from my hip. I think it's cause I aim. I bet you that's why I get killed.
Ready for incoming.
How do you feel? How do you deal with the pressure when teaching, helping so many people that's hanging on your every word? That's a great question, man. Well, I mean, first of all, there's not much of a replacement for just having skill. You know, to the point where you're just good at what you do, and you do it enough to where you know, when you just do something all the time every day, your subconscious mind kind of takes you where you need to go, right? So that's kind of the first part. Then the second part is to not be too hard on yourself, right? You know, like self-love doesn't just mean you love yourself when you do everything right. You gotta also love yourself when you do everything wrong, you know. And so a lot of times when we fuck up, we get really hard on ourselves, and we want to, you know, and give up on ourselves, or believe that, you know, this mistake. Sometimes we see mistakes as a confirmation of the previous doubts that we might have already had. Like this proves that all my haters were right, that wasn't really good enough or whatever. And the thing is, you gotta, you know, get over the idea of putting other people on a pedestal, because everybody, you know, everybody makes mistakes. All these people come up short. All these people have fuck ups, you know, that someone might be trying to hide or whatever. And you're no different from anybody else, right? So kind of just knowing, like, you know, I would watch other people make mistakes and see how they would come back from that. And I really believe that um, a dose of humility is beneficial. Like, you know, never thinking that you're perfect or whatever, or beyond repair, or that you can never be wrong, or acknowledging when you might have, you know, been able to do things better. But I think also audacity is beneficial. So I think humility and audacity. Ah, shit. Like what that means, what humility means. Well, I already talked about humility, but what audacity means is I'm just not gonna stop. Like I'm just gonna keep going. You know, so if I make a mistake, you might remember my mistake for a minute, but you're also gonna remember my latest victory, because I'm gonna come back hard. You know, and oh shit, there's a hand grenade in here. Hey sis, you gotta forgive me. I'm too busy. I'm busy getting shot right now.
Look, see, he's about to die.
Yeah, well, you come in, you distract me. You look all sexy and stuff, and it throws me off my game.
Okay, that's what it is. I'll take that. And then,
God. Oh, you wanna say hi? Come say hi to my friends. Just wave. They're watching me get my face blown off.
well, and then look, there's people here.
Yeah, everybody say hi to my sister.
And I guess he can do whatever.
Mm.
You should
Quentin,
ask Quincy to explain it to you.
Quincy gotta show me more. He got me going though.
Wow. And then so he sees this and then he strings here. And then the string actually. It's pretty kind of cool.
Yeah. We play. Well, I play Call of Duty, and we have talks about life and
I thought
blackness,
you had a chair.
and like a gamer chair.
Yeah. You know what? I think that'd be a really good Christmas gift.
Yeah, I think it would be too.
I saw him at
I think that would be a great Christmas gift for me.
Staples had a really nice game.
Okay. Wait, where's the?
I started to buy one.
Hold on, I'm trying to save my homie, and I have no idea how to get up there. I do not know how to get up on that roof. Sorry, man. Yeah, he's on. No, that's my buddy, my teammate. All right.
I don't know. That's okay.
Crap. I don't know what games my sister likes. I don't know if she plays video games. She's a medical doctor, a pathologist, and she really educated me a lot on the, you know what, and all I'm gonna say is I chose not to do it. You been watching the Olympics? What do you think? I'll tell you what, I would have loved to see Sha'Carri Richardson up against those Jamaican women. I think they might have pulled a personal record out of her. I don't know if she would have beat them though. Those Jamaican women are not a joke. Let's see. I see dice or X. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, man. You gotta forgive me.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Get yourself to proper warm-up. We'll be deployed soon. Enemy dropping into the AO. Alright, that's enough fucking about. Now we do this for real.
Oh, the guy grabbed me and stabbed me in my neck. No excitement. What do you mean? So what do you think about Simone Biles and I won't say Gabby Douglas, but Naomi Osaka like giving up? I thought that was interesting. I think it's their right to give up, but you know, I don't know. I think if I were their father or something, I would have probably advised them to like, you know, go ahead and just not go. Like rather than waiting until you get on stage and then walking off. I feel like it's a little bit more awkward, or a little awkward that way, right? So maybe just tell them you don't want to do it, you know. And that way you wouldn't have to deal with all the press and the crazy attention and everything, because that's got to be a lot of pressure. But then again, you know, when you get all the pressure, that's why you get the millions, right? I don't know. It's a tough one. Great. Somebody shot me with a rocket launcher. He shot me with a rocket launcher. Oh, USA basketball. They're not winning. They're not going to get a medal. They're garbage. They're terrible. The swimming. Yeah, now the swimming's good. Those white boys can swim. Yeah, they're pretty solid at what they do. But yeah, USA basketball. I don't think. I mean, they're just terrible. Black women getting treated like trash with all the new rules, so they just couldn't handle that pressure. Yeah, you know, but I don't know, man. I'm not so much into the victim thing, like woe is us. I don't know. I just it doesn't do a lot for me. I'm not saying it's not an issue, but you know, there's always stuff happening, you know. So I kind of think, you know, you just go out there and you deal with it. You go out there and fight, you know. I don't know.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I got teammates anywhere. Where you at, guys?
Contract failed. Let's sharpen up.
So stupid of me. It's hot as fish grease in Dallas. Okay.
Contact!
Well, I gotta get out of here. They're gonna shoot me.
Friendly loadout drop on the way. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Request recon flyover.
UAV entering the AO. Enemy UAV overhead. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel.
Hot as fish grease. That's funny.
Enemy soldier incoming.
What's the temperature out there? In Dallas.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead.
Don't fall.
Hostile driver left. Stay sharp out there.
Great. Okay. Oh
Your
crap.
team is KIA.
This
It's
guy's
up to
shooting
you
me.
now. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Hey babe. Oh shit. God, I shot this guy. He ran right past me last. I know. When you distract me, I get killed. It's your fault. You did it. It's not my incompetence. It's you.
But I feel better because Francis.
I'm coming upstairs.
I can't take it.
How's the weather on our side of town? It's about 80 degrees. But it's like high 70s, early 80s.
The Sandman is pretty safe.
Is he? Okay, well I'm coming. I'm finished. I'm finishing this game and then I'm following you upstairs.
Or you can do another game.
No, no, no. No, I clearly, this clearly isn't my calling, but
I'm gonna leave the room so you can do better.
I decided I want to force the issue. Sniper. Oops, crap. Damn it.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are adjusted.
Got like no money. Can't buy anything for myself.
Move to the target area. You don't have long. Fire sale done. Prices are back to normal.
This is so ridiculous. I have an absolutely terrible gun.
Gas is inbound. Enemy UAV overhead.
So terrible. So bad. All right, guys. Well, have a good night, everybody, and I will see y'all. I guess tomorrow. I hope your lives are wonderful, and I hope that great things are happening for you. And I wish you the very best.